Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Lucy. I'm so happy you're here with us today. If this is your first time listening, welcome to our English learning family. And if you're a regular listener, you know we love helping you speak real, natural English with confidence.
Hey everyone, it's great to be back. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Maybe you're listening on your way to work, maybe at home with a cup of coffee. However you're here, we're glad you joined us.
I was actually thinking about today's topic this morning. I had to wake up really early, and I thought, wow, this is perfect for our lesson today.
That's right. Today we're talking about have to and had to. This is such an important structure in English, and we use it all the time in daily conversations.
By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to use have to in the present, had to in the past, how to make negatives, and how to use them naturally in real life.
And we want to ask you something. What is one thing you have to do today? Go ahead and think about it. You can even write it in the comments. For example, I have to finish my homework, or I have to go to work.
Yes, we love reading your comments. And before we start, don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to Talk Lucy so you never miss a lesson.
All right, let's jump into today's lesson and start with the basics.
So first, let's talk about have to. We use have to talk about obligation. Obligation means something is necessary. It's not optional. You must do it. The basic structure is subject plus have to plus base verb. For example, I have to work. You have to study. We have to leave.
Let me give you a few more examples. I have to wake up at 7 a.m. She has to go to school. They have to wear uniforms. We have to pay the bill. He has to call his mom. Notice something important. When we use he, she, or it, we say has to, not have to.
Yes, that's very important. I have to. You have to. But he has to. She has to. Let me share some real examples from my life. I have to drink coffee in the morning or I feel sleepy. I have to check my emails before noon. And I have to exercise at least 3 times a week. What about you? Do you have to work today? Do you have to cook dinner? Try saying one sentence out loud right now.
Good idea. Say it clearly. I have to, and finish the sentence. Now let's talk about the negative form. Sometimes there is no obligation. That means it's not necessary. 4. The structure is subject plus do not have to plus base verb. For example, I don't have to work tomorrow. She doesn't have to come. We don't have to hurry.
This is very important. Don't have to means it's not necessary. It doesn't mean it's forbidden. It just means you can choose. For example, I don't have to wake up early on Sunday. That means it's my free choice. I can sleep more. Can you make a negative sentence? Say, I don't have to, and complete it.
Great practice. So, to quickly summarize this part, we use have to for obligation in the present. The structure is subject plus have to plus verb. For he, she, it, we use has to. And the negative is don't have to or doesn't have to.
Perfect. Now let's move to the past form. Had to. We use had to talk about obligation in the past. Something was necessary before. The structure is simple. Subject plus had to plus base verb.
Here are some examples. I had to work late yesterday. She had to study for the test. We had to cancel our trip. They had to wait for an hour. He had to fix his car. Notice that had to is the same for all subjects. I had to, you had to, she had to, they had to. It doesn't change.
Exactly. That makes it easier than the present form. Let me give you a real example. Yesterday, I had to go to the bank. Last week, I had to prepare a big presentation. And when I was a student, I had to wear a school uniform. Now let's do a quick mini dialogue. I'll say, why were you tired yesterday?
And I'll answer, I had to work late.
Good. Another one. Why didn't you come to the party?
I had to study for my exam.
You see, we often use had to explain reasons in the past. Now, here's a tip. In spoken English, we often pronounce had to, like hadta. It sounds like I had to go, I had to leave.
Yes, it's very natural. But when you write, you always write had to send. Let's do a quick practice. I'll give you a situation. Yesterday was Monday. You were very busy. Say one sentence using had to. Pause for a moment and say it out loud.
Nice! If you want, write your sentence in the comments. We love seeing your examples. So let's review this section. Had to is for past obligation. Same form for all subjects. Subject plus had to plus verb.
Exactly. Present, have to or has to. Past, had to. Simple and clear.
Now let's talk about something very important. Common mistakes. First mistake, forgetting the S in has to. Many learners say, she have to go. That's not correct.
Right. The correct sentence is, she has to go. Remember, he, she, it takes, has. Second mistake, using didn't had to. That's wrong.
Yes. After didn't, we use the base form of the verb. So we say, I didn't have to go, not I didn't had to go. Why? Because did already shows the past. So the main verb goes back to base form.
Good explanation. Here's another example. Wrong. She didn't had to work. Correct. She didn't have to work. Let's practice. May. Say, I didn't have to wake up early. Try it now.
Great. And remember, mistakes are normal. I made so many grammar mistakes when I was learning another language. It's part of the process.
Absolutely. The important thing is to notice the mistake and correct it.
Now, let's do a quick choose the correct sentence activity. Situation 1. It's Saturday and it's not necessary for you to work. Option A, I don't have to work. Option B, I didn't have to work. Which one is correct?
The correct answer is A. I don't have to work, because we're talking about now, the present. Situation 2. Yesterday, it was not necessary for you to cook. Option A, I don't have to cook. Option B, I didn't have to cook.
The correct answer is B. I didn't have to cook, because it's about yesterday, the past. Say it out loud. I didn't have to cook yesterday.
Good. Situation 3. She is required to wear a uniform at school. Option A, she has to wear a uniform. Option B, she have to wear a uniform.
The correct answer is A. She has to wear a uniform.
Excellent. Remember, focus on real communication. Don't worry about being perfect. Everything. Speak, practice, and improve, step by step.
So today, we learned a lot. We talked about have to for present obligation, has to for he, she, it, and had to for past obligation.
Yes, 3 main ideas: present obligation with have to, past obligation with had to, and how to make negative forms like don't have to and didn't have to.
You're doing amazing. Keep practicing. Try to use have to and had to in your daily life. Even simple sentences like, I have to clean my room, help you build confidence.
Here's a final question for you. What is one thing you had to do yesterday and one thing you have to do today? Write both sentences in the comments.
And don't forget to like this episode, share it with a friend who's learning English, and subscribe to Talk Lucy for more real English lessons every week.
Thanks so much for spending your time with us. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, you're improving every single day. See you next time.